So this is a seated leg curl. This is a hamstring isolation movement. Now, the first thing to realize is there's actually a lot of different things you need to set up first in order for this machine to feel right. The first thing is how far back are you going to set the seat. Now, what you want is you want to make sure that your knee is perfectly in line with the hinge of the machine, or the fulcrum point. So this is the point that the bar hinges around. There's a little metal rod coming out the far side, and that wants to be perfectly in line with your knee. That means that the seat is in the right position. The next thing we need to do is make sure that our heel plate is in the right position, or our heel pad. So I want this to sit on my Achilles tendon, or just slightly above my Achilles tendon. If it were right on my heel or on the end of my foot, it's too far forward. If it's right up on the middle of my calf there, it's too far back in this position. And you've got a little lever here which will usually maneuver that, and we want it to just sit at the very top of our Achilles tendon. The next thing we can set is how high or low the starting point for the plate is, or the pad. Now that's going to depend on the range of motion and the flexibility that you actually have in your hamstring. For me, on this machine, it's one shy of the full stretch. If I go to the full stretch, it feels like it's just slightly overstretching my hamstring. So you need to figure out what the right point is for you. Once you have your setup right, put your feet on the plate. You're going to pull out this pin and let this pad down onto your legs to lock you into position. I'm locked in. My hands press firmly into these handles, and what I want to do with these handles is push myself really hard back into the machine. So all the way through this, I don't want my lower back to lift up. I want to be stuck really hard against the machine. My feet are going to be pulled up in this direction. Do not let your toes point forward. That's going to make you feel a lot of a strain in your calf. Keep your toes up towards your face. Take a deep breath and drive the pad down as far as you possibly can. Control back up in a nice, slow, controlled fashion. Squeeze down. Nice, slow and controlled back up. Squeeze all the way down. Slow and controlled back up. Notice that I'm not letting the plates touch at the top. I'm going to make sure that they don't touch at all during the movement until I'm actually finished my entire set. If you let that bang, you're going to lose the tension on your hamstrings for a second. So all the way through it, you squeeze, control nice and slow. Don't let the plates touch. Squeeze. And when you finish your set, pull out the pin and dismount.